Alright, I said I'd try and do a video on the copper aluminum heat sinks. Man, look at the copper plug in that, dude. I don't know how deep it goes. Probably less than that. But that one's going to be fun. These are just some of them that I've gathered up. These ones here are not real easy because the way they're made. Those aluminum spots in there, it's kind of mushroomed out about like the pins or the pins in the handle of a knife. And then this one here, of course, I'll show you how to do it, how I do it, not how to do it, but how I do it. And ones like this, I love these because this chunk here, after you cut the copper off, will go as a copper aluminum radiator. I've got another one here that I took most of the copper off of it. I was going to pull all the aluminum off and get all the copper, but decided against it. It's just not worth it. So I'm going to cut these little copper bits here off and throw them in my number 2 bucket, because that's what they'll be, because they got solder. Those bits there, cut them right with the aluminum sheet there, and then right up against there. These will be number 1. There's no oil in this, so this is number 1. If it's got black oil or green oil, whatever they call it, it'll be number 2. But these don't have oil, so this will be number 1, which I have a few of those big plugs. That's not solder, it's just aluminum corrosion. You can see where I was trying to beat this one out and finally had to take a saw and cut it. But most of them are just clean. I can clean all that stuff off of that, but that's my number 1 bucket. This is just, I got bins I pour it in. This is all number 2, because it's all got solder. It's one of those big copper heat sinks that was, this is a big copper plate. Heavy plate there, but you can see the solder, so it's all number 2. There's a real heavy one in here. There's a big one. You find this real heavy one. Your laptop cooler fans, a lot of those will have those little copper fins. Those are copper. It's number 2 because it's got solder and all that, but it's copper. Here's a real heavy one. I bet that thing weighs 3 or 4 ounces, maybe more. But it's clean number 2 copper. I wish it was all number 1. Don't work out that way. There's about a pound in that bucket there. I guess about a pound in that one too. But I'll set the camera up on the tripod and show you how I do some of this. I got 2 vices on this table. That one there is the heavy one. This one's just I beat to death vice. Alright, I'll be back. We'll work on this one with this big plug first. That I just want to. Now, a lot of these fans, it's simple. Just take a screwdriver and get it in there and pop them off. This will go in electric motor after I cut the wire off, but I should have been more prepared. Look in there. Not real sure how to go about this one, so I'm going to lock it in the vise and smack it with a big old hammer. and see if it flies across the room where I gotta look for it. Okay, lock the vise down. Take a big freaking hammer. There it comes. And there you go. A lot of them will beat out like that. I just changed the way it was locked in there. Now this is extruded aluminum, so it goes in your high grade aluminum bin. There's another big copper plug. I'll weigh some of these up. I'm gonna stick this in my pocket though, because it's impressive. Let me set up for the next one. This one here is not, even though it looks all copper, it's not. Just that plug right in the middle is copper. You can see the separation line there. This is just anodized aluminum. It's still extruded aluminum though. So it goes in the #1 bucket, or the high grade bucket. But sorry about the clinking. This one I'm not sure. I'm going to have to use some kind of tool and drive this out. I don't see any other way. But I can just set it on the vise like this and then knock the hell out of it. Probably put, I don't know. I'll find something. I'll come back. Alright, in this case a railroad spike. I couldn't find my big punch, so let's see how this works out. Well, it's working. There you go. Big copper plug. Or maybe not. It's awful light. I think it's just aluminum, copper plated aluminum. Ah, it is. Well, it fooled me. It's just copper plated aluminum, so that'll go in the die cast bucket. This will go in the extruded. Why in the world? That's disappointing. Can't win them all. Alright, this one here with that X clip or H clip or whatever. It's got the big plug. You can see the plug in the bottom. You can see how it's dished in here. Looks like a bowl. Let's shove my finger in there that far. Can you see that? Yeah, that far. Sometimes you can stick a punch in there and drive them out, which I'll try. But then a lot of times you got to take a chisel and go in the side here and chisel this aluminum. And what that'll do, chisel the aluminum, but you got to go in this way, straight down. It'll spread that aluminum and this will just fall out. Well, let's see if we can drive it out real quick. Set it on there, secure. We'll use that railroad spike if I can find it. Said we would. The hell? Did I throw it away? That's what I did. I got disgusted that was fake copper. Alright, we'll try a punch. See what this punch will do. Yep, that worked. Drove right out of there. You can see what that looks like. It kind of looks like a little shot glass. I wonder. It won't quite hold an ounce, but I bet I can auger that out and make it a shot glass. What do y'all think? Shot glass? let me know in the comments. I'm going to stick this one to the side. Put that one in that basket there. Then this stupid thing here just comes right off. It's scrap steel, extruded aluminum. Pretty sure this one's going to be like the coin I usually carry in my pocket, but it's in the house. Don't drop the hammer on your toe. I missed my toe, by the way. This is one of those. Yeah, this one of those pretty little coin ones. I think I'll do a giveaway. I'll polish this dude up with some real fine sandpaper, make it real pretty. I'm gonna give one of these away. It ain't nothing much, but yeah, that'll be a 200 subscriber contest. Yeah, it's a contest, not a lottery. Yeah, when I hit 200 subscribers, I'll have my middle daughter pick a random number. I'll count through the subscribers, and whichever number that falls on, I'll ship this to them. Anywhere in the world. It's not much, but it is what it is. I'm going to do this one and then make that a wrap. I just squeeze them and cut them. I can't tell if I'm getting y'all in frame or not. Just cut them or squeeze them and break them off. And then this here is pretty self-explanatory. You just cut the clean copper off and throw this in the copper aluminum radiator. Extruded aluminum. And this here, you just take it, lay it across the vise or whatever you got to spread the load out. And then take punch or punch. Chances are you're going to break the aluminum, but that's okay. This is die cast aluminum, not extruded. But just take your punch and knock it out. It's clean number 2 copper. Clean die cast. It's that easy, guys. It just takes a little time. You can turn your copper aluminum copper. You can turn your aluminum copper into clean aluminum and clean copper. The clean copper in most cases makes it worth it. Now if it's one of those real complicated buggers like this one, this dude is, I think it's barbed, I don't know. I got to get me another Sawzall blade and cut it. I've beat and banged and I've beat on that sucker till I'm tired of beating on it. So I'm gonna get me a Sawzall blade and cut this one. But if you cut them right down the side and then take a chisel and spread that out, normally they'll come right out. But you can see I have chiseled and beat and banged, and it's not coming out. So turn your otherwise worth less stuff into worth more stuff. Like you see, you know, number 2 because it's got solder, number 1 because it don't. But yeah, I'll do a giveaway. Hit 200 subscribers, we'll ship this to somebody, and my middle daughter will pick the name or pick the number between 1 and 200, and then I'll go down through and count and see who gets it. Alrighty, y'all have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm an idiot. I don't care. Anyways, have a good one. God bless.